Great job, George.
Thank you, Mommy.
Not enough.
For many Arkansans, because every poll, in Arkansas from the beginning has had Sarah Sanders leading this race anyway. So this is no surprise to Arkansas voters. I think we kind of assumed that this would be the way that it goes, especially when you have Huckabee Sanders, who, here from Arkansas, the platform she stood on, the former White House press secretary. I think a lot of Arkansans were excited from the beginning to see someone here from home in a position like that.
I think a lot of name recognition there as well because of her job with the White House 4 years ago, or 4 years or so ago. We can also, well, hang on a second here. All right, yeah. We're still waiting to hear from the campaign in Little Rock, and I'm gonna have to change out my batteries here in just a second.
And you can see them standing here waiting.
Yeah, we're about a minute away from her coming out. That may be her coming out now. Of course, Chris Jones was the Democrat candidate. He put up a very well-fought battle in this race as well. Actually closed the gap in polling from it was about 20% down to 10% leading into the last week of this campaign. So the race was a whole lot closer, I think, than a lot of folks had projected or had anticipated, and that's not the right one. And so it's gotten a lot. And of course, Ricky Dale Harrington was the Libertarian candidate. We heard from him earlier today in our newscast saying that if he just got, 3%, 4% of the vote, he would be extremely happy with that. We're not sure yet as to the percentage on what he got. But, okay, I think she's getting ready. She's coming out now, getting ready to talk. Let's send you down to Little Rock.
Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. So much escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward new world order. A normal life is born.
Wow.
Thank you, Arkansas. I love you guys too. This has been an absolutely unbelievable and incredible 2 years. I first want to start by thanking my two opponents here in the final stretch, Chris Jones and Ricky Dale Harrington. One of the most amazing things about tonight is that no matter how it turned out, Arkansas was going to make history tonight. I know it will be the honor of a lifetime to serve as Arkansas's 47th governor and the first female governor, the state of Arkansas. I'd also like to say we'll be the first, to my knowledge, father-daughter governor anywhere in the country. I like to say I think my dad's the best governor Arkansas has ever had, one of the best governors the country has ever seen, and I'm hoping to take that title away from him pretty soon. The good news is there's nobody who hopes for that more than he and my mom. For us, this was a simple decision. The reason we started this journey nearly 2 years ago is because I absolutely love Arkansas. I love everything about it. About 2 years ago, I asked my parents if I could borrow their RV for a week. I still haven't given it back. More than 10,000 miles, 75 counties, here we are. Sorry, Mom and Dad, about all the miles. It has been an absolutely amazing journey every step of the way. One of the things I love most about Arkansas and certainly love about the campaign is the people that you meet along the way. I've gotten the opportunity over the last 2 years to fall in love with Arkansas over and over and over and over again, and it has been tremendous. In these moments, I'm reminded of people like Chuck, who for 20 years I didn't know his name and simply referred to him as an angel in a pickup truck. Chuck saved my life and my sister-in-law's life when we flipped a car near Mountain View when we were in college. It wasn't until I was on the campaign trail that I was reunited with him and got to connect with him. Such an amazing moment. People like Lena, who's an immigrant who came to this country for a better life. She works as a fashion designer at one of Arkansas's flagship companies, Dillard's. But on every hour that Lena had off, she came into our office, she made calls, she knocked doors, and was our best volunteer and reminded us of the greatness and the goodness of the people in this state every moment. And I met a guy named Vic at a veterans home in Harrison, Camp Jack, where I got to be part of the opening for that community center. Vic is an 80-year-old veteran. And on the morning of that opening, Vic was up on a ladder, painting into the rafters to make sure it was perfect for those who have served and given us this great country. People like Vic are the very best of who we are. And I'm forever thankful for him and all of those who have served that I have had the opportunity to meet along the campaign. One of the other things I love about Arkansas, we have the most beautiful state in the country. There's a reason we're called the natural state. You haven't lived until you have seen a sunrise in flooded green timber just before the ducks come in. We had the chance to do that, float the buffalo with our entire team, and we only broke one canoe in half. We won't name names. We had the opportunity to race a cardboard boat in Greer's Ferry. We had the chance to walk in the Pink Tomato Festival in absolutely torrential downpour. I'd like to apologize once again to my campaign staff who were all wearing white t-shirts, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna win Warren. I also had the chance to take my kids on this journey, for them to see Arkansas, frankly, in the way that I did growing up. And it has been amazing to watch them see some of these things for the first time. We got to watch George, our youngest, win the Hope Watermelon Festival contest. Way to go, George. We got to watch Scarlett grow up and become the most amazing big sister to her two brothers. We are so proud of you. And just this week, our son Huck was elected mayor in his elementary school. But at the end of the day, this campaign was never about me. It was about each of you. It was about all of the people across the state of Arkansas, the people who showed up at our events, the people who made calls, the people who knocked doors, and frankly, even the people who did not vote for me. This election is about taking Arkansas to the top. I know that Arkansas can be first, and I'm committed to being the leader that takes us there. I can't tell you how thankful I am for the people in this room who got us to this moment. I'm so thankful for the most amazing campaign staff you could ever imagine, who have put in tireless hours, listened to me complain about more than one or two things, and never once back down from the fight that we were in over the course of 2 years. Thank you to our amazing campaign staff who are all over this room tonight. I also want to thank my family, all who are back here, who have suffered through so many events, so many speeches, and my poor kids who have missed their mom and provided the content for most of those speeches. I could not ask for a better group of people to stand by my side and be part of every minute of this journey. To my parents, who have supported me no matter what I was doing, my brothers, my sister-in-law, my in-laws who welcomed me into their family as if I was one of their own, to each of my kids, most importantly to my husband, who has been the rock for our family, not just over the course of these 2 years, but frankly over the course of nearly 13 years of marriage. Brian, I am so grateful for you. And thank you so much to the people of Arkansas who've entrusted this responsibility to me. I will be forever grateful to each of you, and I promise I won't let you down. I will never, ever forget who and what we are fighting for, because I have 3 little reminders, Scarlett, Huck, and George, who are going to hold me accountable and remind me that every single decision I make as governor will have a direct impact on their life and the life of every kid in Arkansas. That is not at all something I take lightly, but it is something I know I'm ready to take on. I look forward to being Arkansas's very best governor for the next 8 years. Thank you so much.
All right, Sarah Huckabee Sanders giving her acceptance speech, or her winning speech, her victory speech there at the State Convention Center in Little Rock, becoming Arkansas's first female governor. And as she mentioned, the first father-daughter succession of governor in Arkansas. And we expect to hear from Chris Jones a bit later on this evening. Again, one more look at Sarah Huckabee Sanders on the stage there, talking mainly not a lot about what she's going to do once the legislature starts its work. And as that goes, it looks like, by all accounts, that it will be a Republican-controlled House and Senate in the Arkansas legislature for Sarah Huckabee Sanders to work with, unless something major changes. But just really, it was talking about how she spent the last 2 years on the campaign trail. You can see her mom there in the blue dress. Of course, former Governor Mike Huckabee and former presidential candidate Mike Huckabee in the background there as well. Again, not a lot about what took place or what will take place now that she's governor, but just thanking everybody over what has been a 2-year campaign from the time she announced to tonight in winning this race against Chris Jones and Ricky Harrington Jr.
Yeah, and some ideas, you know, of what her campaign has been like in the past 2 years. She's spoke a lot about violent crime, which is also something we've saw on a national stage, other Republicans campaigning on as well. Of course, education here in Arkansas, she's mentioned that's a big point whenever she becomes governor.
All right, we're going to send it back to CBS. We will be back here in about 15 minutes with more election coverage and more results coming in statewide and also locally. And we might also, hopefully we'll hear from Chris Jones coming up between now and